The NCCAA and Bob Jones University promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, and sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives are grounds for removal from the site of competition and other disciplinary actions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Davis Fieldhouse home of the BJU Bruins. At this time, we ask you to please turn your attention to the court. Every year, Bob Jones University is proud to have student athletes who represent the school through their hard work both on and off the court. We are privileged to have several seniors on the women's basketball team, and we would like to honor their hard work and dedication at this time. First, we'd like to recognize Shay Dickinson. Shay was honored as a senior last year, but chose to play a fifth year. She has overcome injuries to stay on the court and compete. Her quiet leadership and servant spirit will be missed. Thank you, Shay. Now let's welcome team manager Tessa LaFew. Tessa has been a manager for 4 years for the Bruins. When others get to go eat and go to bed, Tessa gets to do more work. The team has benefited from Tessa's work in preparing their gear and taking care of them. Tessa has been depended on to work behind the scenes at games and practices and is a great help to our coaching staff not to have to worry about setup and takedown after practice. We are thankful for the work that she has done on our team's behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, Tessa LaFew. Now let's hear it for Katrina Tabora. Katrina will be graduating with her associate degree this spring and returning to her home state of Florida to work in early childhood education. She has been a key component for the Bruins since she stepped on campus, as her pure athleticism has allowed her to be a contributor on the court. She has great versatility and will be greatly missed next year. Ladies and gentlemen, Katrina Tabora. And now let's welcome Hallie Ritter. Hallie has been a member of the Bruins for 3 years. She is a multi-talented individual at home on the stage, picking her guitar with the BJU grass, or on the court finishing at the rim. Hallie is a great teammate and someone we can depend on to do her job to the best of her ability. She strives to do her best and compete hard while maintaining her Christian testimony. The improvement in her game is a testament to her hard work over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, Hallie Ritter. Next we have Beth Clark. Beth is graduating after transferring and spending just 2 years with the Bruins. She has been a steady player who adds stability on both ends of the floor. She can sink the long ball and is also capable of handling the ball when called upon. Her calm demeanor and ability to see the floor have been a great asset to the Bruins. Thank you, Beth. Up next is Catherine Skibo. Known to everyone as simply Skibo, she has endeared herself to our fans by knocking down more three-pointers than anybody else during her tenure. Skibo is one of the smartest players on the court and can be counted on to be in the right spot, whether on offense or on defense. This year, she is one of the top three-point shooters in the nation, along with several of her teammates, and is a key reason the Bruins are at the top in the nation in three-point shooting. We are going to greatly miss one of the best shooters this court has ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, Catherine Skibo. And our final senior is Mackenzie LaVere. Daughter of Bruins coaches Mike and Rachel LaVere, Mackenzie has been at more Lady Bruins basketball games over the past 12 seasons than any other person outside of the head coach. She has served as a team manager for 2 years, but has been our right-hand man for 12 years, setting up and tearing down after post-game meals, banquets, and other events. She is organizing team gear, running all and any errands, picking up food, preparing food, arranging flower bouquets, and helping with summer camps, and being our biggest cheerleader. She knows that all her parents and coaches have to deal with and has been willing to help in any and all areas, as well as be an encouragement to the team. We are going to greatly miss her presence and servant's heart. Ladies and gentlemen, Mackenzie LaVere. Give it up one more time for our women's basketball seniors. And at this time, we ask you to please stand for a word of prayer, followed by our national anthem. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for bringing everyone here safely today. Thank you for the ability to recognize the seniors on this Bruins team today. Thank you for giving them the strength through the years of practice and games, and thank you for their leadership on and off the court. I pray that you would keep everyone safe here on the court today and be with us in our fellowship. In Jesus' name, amen. And now let's meet the starters for the visiting Suns. Number 3, Valmarie Nunez. Number 5, America Christopher. Number 13, Rachel Watts. Number 22, Trinity Thomas. number 24, Charnia Darby. They are coached by head coach Cedric Green.
It's growl time.
And now, it's time to meet your BJU Bruins starting five. At guard, a senior from Atlanta, Georgia, number 3, Catherine Skibo. At forward, senior from Hollywood, Florida, number 11, Katrina Tabora. At guard, a senior from Galax, Virginia, number 15, Beth Clark. At forward, a senior from Robbins, North Carolina, number 30, Hallie Ritter. And at forward, a grad student from Beulaville, North Carolina, number 31, Shay Dickinson. And your Bruins are coached in his 12th season by head coach Mike LaVere.
The sunny weather outside here in Greenville matches the excitement here in the Davis Fieldhouse at Bob Jones University. Senior Day is upon us, followed by the raising of 4 national championship banners after the men's game. My name is Trenton Goldsmith, and I welcome you as the Lady Bruins are here playing the Suns from Johnson University. Shay Dickinson will be taking the tip all by herself, it seems. And we get started. Bruins have the ball. Beth Clark at the top of the key. It is Senior Day here. All the seniors are starting, including Shay, a grad student. Hallie Ritter works it into Katrina Tabora. Tabora backs her down, puts it up and in. Good start for the Bruins, 2-0. Last matchup here against Johnson, is at Johnson University. Saw a result of a 73-43 win. That shot is put up and missed. 73-43 win. Annie Miller, Shay Dickinson, and Katrina Tabora all scored double digits. See if the Bruins can repeat that today here at home in front of the home crowd. Shay Dickinson puts it up and in. Great start offensively for the Bruins. 2 possessions, 4 points in just a minute's time. Starters today, like I said, are all seniors: Catherine Skibo, Katrina Tabora, Beth Clark, Hallie Ritter, and Shay Dickinson. Starters for the Sons of Johnson, as that shot is put up by number 24, Charnia Darby. Starters for Johnson is number 3, Valmarie Nunez, number 5, America Christopher, number 13, Rachel Watts, number 22, Trinity Thomas, and as we saw there, number 24, Charnia Darby. Beth Clark is bringing the ball up. Bruins are coming off of a win the other night. That pass is intercepted. Bruins are coming off a win the other night against Trinity Baptist College. Points were really spread out. That's taken to the hole and missed with her left hand by Valmarie Nunez. Beth Clark looks to work in, but kicks it out to Skibo. Points are spread out there tonight against Trinity Baptist University, or Trinity Baptist College, Anna Lane Wilder with 18, Annie Miller 16, Skibo with 12, Hallie Ritter and Bria Dickinson with both 10 apiece. That's a shot fake. Rachel Watts drives, kicks it out. Shot missed, back iron by the Suns. Bruins regain possession. Shay Dickinson looks for the best option. She chooses to drive to her right. Gets it poked away, but gets it back to Katrina Tabora. Beth Clark puts up a 3, back iron. Rebounded by Rachel Watts. Over to number 5, America Christopher. Suns look to slow it down and try to find the best shot to get their first points on the board. That's up and in by Trinity Thomas. First points on the board, 4-2. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. After the first 2 scoring possessions for the Bruins, they've had a couple possessions without points. They look to change that here. Tabor at the top of the key. Good pick by Hallie Ritter. Shea Dickinson drives and puts it in. Shea Dickinson continues to be the leading scorer for this Bruins team, averaging just under 11 points a game. Just under her is Anna-Lane Wilder with 10 points a game. Good look, but it is missed by Charnia Darby. And the Bruins are on the run. Beth Clark up the court, looks at Hallie Ritter. Hallie Ritter puts it up, does not find the basket. Tabora drives to her left. Kicks it out to Beth Clark. Great defense, great closeout by Valerie Nunez. That's a three from Shea Dickinson. No good. Nunez looks to slow it down for the Suns. Last time they slowed it down, they did find their first basket of the game. Nunez was the top scorer last time against the Bruins, scoring 15. Shot fake. Good defense by Catherine Skibo. Poked away by Hallie Ritter. Beth Clark drives with her left, turn around, and it in. Great play by Beth Clark to put the Bruins on the board even more, 8-2. Annie Miller and Bria Dickinson both look to check in for the Bruins at the next dead ball, which will probably end up being the first media timeout of this game. Nunez for a shot. That will be an offensive foul. Illegal screen. That'll be Trini Thomas's first foul, team first foul too. Shea Dickinson and Katrina Tabora will go to the bench, along with Beth Clark. Annie Miller, Bria Dickinson, and Anna-Lane Wilder all check into the game. You're ready to see a little bit more speed on the offensive side. Annie Miller likes to work it quick wherever she goes. Spark of energy. Dickinson to her right, step back for three. They call an illegal screen first on Hallie Ritter. That's her first, team first. And that will take us to the media timeout. Registration is now open for the 2024 Bruins Summer Camps. Take your game to the next level and learn from Bruins coaches and players. Sign up today to take advantage of early bird pricing. Visit bjubruins.com/camps for more info. That is bjubruins.com/camps. Back from the media timeout. As I mentioned right before the game started, after the men's game at 4 o'clock, we will be raising 4 national championship banners. That wall is already pretty full, but they're going to find space for 4 more. From the women's soccer team, that shot's put up. Front iron, no good. Women's soccer team won a national championship. Women's volleyball won a national championship, and both women's and men's cross country won a national championship. Anna-Lane Wilder for 3, no good. So 4 new banners being raised. The success of these Bruins teams just continues to multiply. As you can probably see on the stream, the wall of banners. Another shot put up and no good from Rachel Watts, but that's rebounded. Watts gets another chance inside. Great closeout defense all day so far for the Bruins. That's put up and in. Count the basket and a foul for Valmarie Nunez. That's Annie Miller. That's her first foul. Tried to take the charge, but not quite in position. And Nunez will take the line for one shot. And it's good. Old-fashioned three-point play. Brings them within 3 points, 8-5. Dickinson looking for her best option. Is swallowed up by Nunez. Gets it to Ritter. Backdoor cut from Annie Miller. Good defense though. Crossover to the rim and one! Annie Miller! Great initial defense from America Christopher. But she crosses her over, turns this basketball court into a dance floor. Miller at the line for one shot. And she converts her old-fashioned three-point play. What a play. Gets the lead back to 6 for the Bruins. Just 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Great ball movement by the Suns. But again, missed by Charnia Darby. That's offensive rebounded. Darby puts it back up again and gets that one. Dickinson now up the floor to Skibo in her senior day. Skibo hasn't found her first shot yet, but no doubt she will soon. Miller tries to crossover again, but that's picked off by Christopher. Christopher is not going to let that happen much more. Christopher. Now Rachel Watts with the ball. Watts tells her team to relax and get in formation so they can get an easy bucket. That's up for a shot. Air ball long. Out of bounds, Bruins ball. Shea Dickinson is checking back in for the Bruins along with Hannah Clark for the Suns. America Christopher for the Suns going to the bench along with Hallie Ritter for the Bruins going to the bench. America Christopher goes past the bench and sits down on the floor. She looks like she's hurt a little bit. Trainer's probably going to head over there soon. Dickinson with the ball. Good cut by Annie Miller, but that's picked off. Scramble on the floor is called a jump ball. It will be Suns ball. Biggest stats to look for in Bruins women's basketball games are rebounds and steals. Or excuse me, rebounds and turnovers nonetheless. They get out-rebounded by 8, roughly 8 per game. And then that shot's put up back iron. No good, it'll stay here, Suns ball. They turn the ball over roughly 18 times, but also force 17 turnovers. So usually whoever wins the turnover battle has the upper hand at winning the game. This will be inbounded by Rachel Watts for the Suns. Into Trinity Thomas, up by Charnia Darby. Back rim, no good. Could not be saved, Suns ball again. Beth Clark checks back in for the Bruins for Catherine Skibo. Nerlin Metellus checks in for the Suns. Pass was telegraphed a little bit. Annie Miller took advantage of that, pokes that out of bounds. Still Suns ball. Trinity Thomas to Nunez. Nunez with the mid-range. No good. Gathered by Bria Dickinson. Looks up the floor. Annalane Wilder going to the corner. Beth Clark in the other one. But Dickinson takes it herself. And it's going to go to the free throw line. Good strong take by Bria Dickinson. Fouls on number 3, Nunez. That's her first, team third. Bria Dickinson struggles from the free throw line. She does make that one, though. It's a good sign. It's the highest three-point field goal percentage on the team, but the lowest free throw percentage. And she makes both. Great sign for the Bruins. Hopefully she can keep that up during the game. Very successful trip down the floor and to the line by Bria Dickinson. 13-7 lead, just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. Great defense has been played. That's put up for a 3, and good. Hannah Clark, first three-pointer of the game. Now it's just a 3-point lead. Shea Dickinson, shot fake drive. And cannot get away with those steps. Traveling is called, Suns ball. Suns can tie or cut the lead to 1 here just in the close of the first quarter. Again, keep in mind, another 3. It's good. It's tied. Hannah Clark, 2 straight possessions with a 3-pointer. 13-13. Shea Dickinson, is it her turn? No good, back iron. Foul is called on number 13, Rachel Watts. The Bruins will keep possession of the ball. The men's players for the Suns in the stands do not like that call. That'll be Rachel Watts first. Keep in mind, the Bruins did win by 30 last time they played Johnson. Tight game here today so far. Shea Dickinson inside. Up, no good. Great effort by Beth Clark, but the Suns get ball. And they'll take their time. 5 seconds separates shot clock and game clock. Nunez gets it. Metellus. Nunez for 3. No good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Suns ball. Eight seconds left. No shot clock anymore. Suns can hold for 1 with hopes of getting a lead after the first quarter. Nunez takes the ball. 5 seconds. 4. Great defense by Annie Miller. Here's another 3. And good at the buzzer. Hannah Clark, 3 for 3 from downtown. And the Suns take a lead after the first quarter. Wow. Hannah Clark off the bench for the Suns is on fire. And they take a 16-13 lead into the second quarter. Ainsley Hutton is now in the game for the Bruins. Skibo is back in the game, still looking for her first shot. The Bruins do have to get the three-point shooting going. They're one of the top three-point shooting teams in the nation. Haven't really had a lot of open shots so far in the game. Have worked it down low a lot. Skibo's first shot for 3. It's good! Catherine Skibo, happy senior day. There it is. That's what we've been waiting for. 16-16 right off the bat. Miller with great defense. Ball's inside. No good from Charnia Darby. Good defense by Ainsley Hutton down low. Good to see Ainsley Hutton back on the floor. Miller drives, kicks out to Bria Dickinson, 4-3. The bank is open! 2 possessions in the second quarter, 2 3-pointers, and a 3-point lead. That is a hasty shot by Valmarie Nunez and a push-off for the rebound by Nerlin Metellus. Bruins ball. That's her first, team first of the quarter. Bria Dickinson now bringing it up the floor for the Bruins. Looking to continue this momentum going. Can't quite find her lane. Out to Ainsley Hutton. Hutton drives. That's poked away and taken away by Trinity Thomas. Nunez, great look inside. Nerlin Metellus puts it away. Great court vision by Nunez to get that open layup instead of taking a mid-range shot. Dickinson loses handle. Annalane Wilder for 3. It's good! Another 3-pointer! And the Suns need a timeout. Right at the start of the second quarter. I said the Bruins needed to get the 3-point shots going. They have made 3 very quickly in a minute and a half here in the second quarter, and now have a 4-point lead at this timeout. The Bruins men's team, their seniors will be honored at halftime of this game. So I encourage you to stick around at halftime to watch the Bruins men's being honored. Great senior day, always love senior day here at Bob Jones University. We get a chance to appreciate all the hard work and dedication these athletes put. Showing up all these practices and games is not easy, but they do it anyway because they love their team, they love their sport. The timeout for the Suns was turned into a media timeout. So let me tell you about Chick-fil-A of Taylor's. It's a proud partner of your BJU Bruins. Chick-fil-A of Taylor's is located just a few miles from BJU on Wade Hampton. Check them out today. I actually went there just before I came here to the Davis Fieldhouse to grab some lunch. And they do not mess up your order. If they do mess it up, well, you better believe you're gonna get a free meal out of that. The Suns will get the ball out of their timeout. Little half-court pressure for the Bruins. Trying to force a turnover, and they get it. Poked away by Ainsley Hutton. Andy Miller drives in. Somehow gets possession of that ball. Ainsley Hutton, it's good. Seemed to give Suns fits. That pass is poked, but worked inside. Metellus. That's a travel. Another turnover forced by the Bruins. The bench loves it. This is where the momentum starts and where the Bruins can score points in a hurry. That's a 3 from Annalane Wilder in the corner. It's good. Annalane Wilder, another one. Bruins were down 3 going into this quarter. Just 2.5 minutes in, they're up 9. 12-point swing. That 3 from Nunez, it's good. Cuts the lead to 6. Andy Miller wants a turn. No good, just long. Online, but just long. Good look, but can't quite gather it. Trinity Thomas not quite tall enough for that one. Bruins ball. It's now 3 turnovers forced by the half-court pressure. 3 turnovers forced in the last 4 possessions. Andy Miller kicks it back out to Hutton. Elaine Wilder drives to her right. It's good. Great drive, strong drive from Annalyn Wilder. Potentially could have been called a foul. That's poked away by Annie Miller, but it'll stay Suns ball. The ability for this team to gain momentum is crazy. Trini Thomas gets stopped by Ainsley Hutton. Step back three. Rachel Watts, no good. Rebound. Gathered by Annie Miller. Shea Dickinson goes back to the table to check in. Bria Dickinson steps into a three. Back iron does not fall in. Looked like it potentially could, but Suns gather it. Hannah Clark gets the ball. She scored 3 straight three-pointers out of nowhere, off the bench. And that's what got the Suns the lead. Clark tries again. 4 for 4. Hannah Clark cannot miss. Wow. She had heavy pressure on that shot too. The lead is cut to 5. And Annie Miller crosses over to her left, puts it up and in. Annie Miller, another and one. How did she get that past Nunez? Dickinson checks back in along with Charnia Darby for the Suns. That's Nunez's second foul. And Annie Miller back to the line for one. Annie Miller just under an 80% free throw shooter. Finds it on that one. She had a game a couple weeks ago where she shot 11 for 11 from the free throw line. That's poked away by Catherine Skibo. Annie Miller, free drive to the lane. Loses it. Great poke away by Valmarie Nunez. And Beth Clark will check back in for Catherine Skibo. Suns will call a timeout. There's a 30-second timeout. And that will not turn into a media. Beth Clark under the basket to inbound this one. Bruins go 4 flat to start. Annalyn Wilder's kind of hiding in that corner, but doesn't quite get it. Out to Shea Dickinson at the top of the key. Beth Clark thought about a long two, but dribbles it up top. Pass is tipped out by Hannah Clark. Bruins regain possession. Dickinson posts up right away, works to her right. Tries for a step through, but does not quite get there. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Beth Clark with a heave with her left hand. Almost went in. Rachel Watts drives past Miller, but cut off by Shea Dickinson. Hannah Clark lost control on that drive. And over the head of Charnia Darby. And the Bruins get the ball. Andy Miller thought about a really long three. That's kicked away by Nunez. Kick ball, Bruins ball. Trinity Thomas checking back in for the Suns. Katrina Tabora checking back in for the Bruins. Had to take a little time for Andy Miller to tie her shoe again. And we get going. Tabora can't quite handle that pass, trying to get it back, and it's out, Suns ball. Caitlin Dickerson going to the table to check in. Caitlin Dickerson has been injured for quite some time, got some minutes last game, about 9 minutes. Great pressure from Andy Miller. And it's picked off by Katrina Tabora. She's going up the floor. She can't quite put it away. Nunez gets the rebound. All the way up to Trania Darby. She turns around. No good. Dickinson on the run. Kicks back out to Shea Dickinson. Head fake drive. And out to Beth Clark. 4-3. Short. She knew it right away. She tried to follow it, but couldn't quite get the ball. Suns look to make this deficit a little smaller going into halftime. They have 3.5 minutes to do so. Nunez with a hesitation and drive. Good defense by Katrina Tabora. Here comes Caitlin Dickerson. Freshman from Midland, Michigan. Checks in for Andy Miller. Hannah Clark for another three. That one's long. She finally misses, and Caitlin Dickerson lets that go out of bounds. Bruins ball. Bria drives to her left. Rebounded by Katrina Tabora. Great offensive rebound. Can she put it in with the step through? She is fouled. On the floor, that foul is on number 22, Trinity Thomas. That'll be her second foul, team third. It'll be Bruins ball out of bounds. Beth Clark will inbound it. Box play for the Bruins. That jump ball seemed to be called very hastily. Refs talk about it now. And they do confirm the jump ball. It'll be Suns ball. Dickinson seemed to rip that away pretty easily, but taken away by the jump ball call. More pressure for the Bruins. Rachel Watts gets it past at least half court without a turnover. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They better get something going if they want to score. Thomas drives, puts it up. No good. Bria Dickinson looking for her best option. Finds Caitlin Dickerson for three. Short. And out of bounds for the Suns. Both teams in a little scoring drought right now. Haven't really scored in about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Watts looks in to Charnea Darby. She still can't finish. She's having a hard time finishing today. She can't quite get that one either after an offensive rebound. She's upset at herself. Bruins go up the floor. Katrina Tabora is all by herself, but can't quite put that one away either. Julia Weigel looking to check in for the Bruins, and Nerlin Metellus looking to check in for the Suns to finish out this first half. After a little hesitation, Nunez shoots a three. It's in and out. Darby gets the offensive rebound, puts it up, and is fouled. Still can't finish that one and is upset at herself again. But at least she's going to the line. Weigel's coming in for Beth Clark for the last minute and a half of this half. First free throw from Darby is good. Second free throw is also good, brings it in within 6. Annie Miller is checking back in for the Bruins. And Nerlin Metellus is going back in for Charnia Darby after she makes both of her free throws. Weigel's all alone in the corner. Dickerson doesn't see her. Shay Dickinson drives to Dickerson in the corner for 3. It's good! Caitlin Dickerson, after missing the first, pretty short, gets that one to go. That one's poked away by Annie Miller. She gets it out in front. She puts it up too strong. She's preparing for contact. Probably just put that one up a little too strong. That one's off the foot of Valmarie Nunez. Bruins get the ball back. The lead is 9. Bruins looking to make it more. Dickerson to her right. Poked away by Hannah Clark. Good drive. Good defense. Bruins ball out of bounds. Stack play for the Bruins. Caitlin Dickerson crossed the line, passing the ball in. So it'll be Suns ball. 51 seconds left in the half. And the Bruins show pressure. That one's tipped by Annie Miller. Can't quite get the ball away though. Nunez to Metellus. Saved by Clark. Watts to Nunez. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nunez drives to her left. That's a shot. No good. Offensive rebound by Hannah Clark. 3 seconds separate shot and game clock. Rachel Watts against Annie Miller. Trying to get Hannah Clark open at the top of the key. 2-1. Shot clock violation. Great defense by the Bruins. 3 seconds left. Looking to get one last shot here in the half, or else the Bruins are going to go into halftime with a 9-point lead. Caitlin Dickerson with a shot. No good. The Bruins going to halftime with a 35-26 lead. Second half will resume in about 15 minutes, but I encourage you to stick around as we honor the BJU Bruins men's seniors for their senior day.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please turn your attention to the court. Every year, Bob Jones University is proud to have student athletes who represent the school through their hard work both on and off the court. We are privileged to have 3 seniors on the men's basketball team, and we would like to honor their hard work and dedication at this time. First, let's welcome team manager Samuel Daniel. Samuel is a biblical studies major from Ramseur, North Carolina. He has been a manager with the men's basketball team for the last 3 seasons, working hard behind the scenes. Samuel is joined by his parents today by Todd and Lydia Daniel. Give it up one more time for Samuel Daniel. And now let's give it up for Elijah Couples. Eli is a business administration major from Harrisburg, North Carolina. In his time as a Bruin, he has been to 2 conference championships as well as a national tournament. He has received both regional and national recognition for his performance on the court, receiving All-Region Player and NCCAA Player of the Week honors numerous times. During Eli's tenure, the Bruins have had 2 of their best seasons ever. Eli is joined by his parents today, Troy and Julie Couples. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Couples. And last but not least, we have Kenny Garrick. Kenny Garrick is from Covington, Georgia, and completing his degree in sports management. During his time as a Bruin, Kenny has been to 2 conference championships as well as the NCCAA National Tournament. Kenny joined the team in the 2020-2021 season and has played a role in the Bruins' success. During his time, BJU has had some of their best seasons ever. Kenny is joined by his parents, Yolanda and Kenny Garrick Sr. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Garrick. Thank you, Samuel, Eli, and Kenny, for your commitment and dedication to the men's basketball team, and thank you for being a Bruin. Let's give it up one more time for our seniors.
We're back here. It started the second half. Bruins saw a deficit going into the second quarter. They were down by 3, down 16-3 at the end of the first quarter, but then exploded for a 12-point swing almost right away there in the second quarter. They are now up 9 to start the second half. Hallie Ritter looks to back down. Good cut, good feed, good finish. Bria Dickinson finds herself on the scoreboard already here in the second half. The points were very spread out. That pass is intercepted by Hallie Ritter. The points in the first half were spread out a lot. Annalene Wilder led the Bruins with 8 points. And she looks to add to that for 3. It's good! Annalene Wilder. Another 3. More pressure for the Bruins. Rachel Watts and Nunez. That shot's put up by Charnia Darby. She struggled in the first half. Beth Clark in the corner gathers the ball. Can't quite get in shot form. Works it back out to Bria Dickinson. Andy Miller into Hallie Ritter. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Beth Clark works it back into Hallie Ritter. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Ritter puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Charnia Darby. That's a 3 from Watts. It's good. First points on the board here in the second half for the Suns. But they find themselves down 11 very quickly. They're trying to get Hallie Ritter some points on her senior day. Good drive by Bria Dickinson, up and in. Strong drive. More pressure. Worked up to Rachel Watts in the second half of the court. That shot is up and no good by Thomas. But Darby gets an offensive rebound and can't finish again. Andy Miller on the run. Finds Ritter. Ritter puts it up and in. Happy senior day, Hallie Ritter. Her first points of the day. Hallie Ritter has the highest field goal percentage on this Bruins team. Shoots almost 70% from the floor, which is nearly unheard of. That's a foul called on the floor on Ritter. That's her second first team foul of the half. Catherine Skibo checks back in for the Bruins for Beth Clark, while Nerlin Metellus checks in for Charnia Darby. Hallie Ritter's field goal percentage is nothing but impressive. That's a 3 from Nunez. No good after hitting the rim a couple times. Worked out to Miller. Miller waits for her teammates a little bit. Bria Dickinson for 3. No good, just a little too long. Gathered by Metellus. Back door to Hannah Clark, no good. But rebounded and put up and in by Nerlin Metellus. Metellus has been able to finish it at the basket, unlike Darby. Darby did find herself at the free throw line a couple times. Good! Hesitation, but can't finish by Bria Dickinson. That's Suns ball. Katrina Tabora checking back in for the Bruins, in for Hallie Ritter. This pressure is what got the Bruins the lead in the first half. Hasn't seemed to give as many fits to the Suns as in the first half, but Bruins do continue it. Ball is tipped out of bounds by Andy Miller. Suns ball. Hannah Clark is the reason the Suns are so close in this game. In the first half, she went 4 for 5 from 3, making her first 3 in a row. Just could not miss there for a little bit. They find Clark on the other side of the inbound, but no shot. Tabora, great defense down low. Metellus is trying to post up. Tabora's having none of it, and that forces a shot clock violation. Great defensive possession. And the Bruins get the ball back. Suns defense makes themselves big, but their arms out, as commanded by the coach on the sideline. Andy Miller drives, too strong. And that's going to be a foul called on Katrina Tabora for over the back. And the Suns get the ball anyway. That ball is taken away for the Bruins. Andy Miller for three. No good, back iron. Rebound can't quite be gathered by Bria Dickinson. Nunez grabs it. Excuse me, that was Rachel Watts. Nunez works it into Metellus. Great defense by Dickinson and Tabora down low, but it's out for the Suns ball. Inbound by Watts. The attempt by Thomas was no good, but again, tipped out for the Suns. Hannah Clark goes to inbound this one. Box play for the Suns. Hannah Clark in the corner. Great defense by Skibo. Hannah Clark goes for a mid-range and makes that. Smooth jump shot from Hannah Clark all day today so far. They still find themselves down 11 to this Bruins team. Pick and roll attempt. Gets bottled up, but Bria Dickinson finds herself on the post all by herself and puts it up and in. Suns get it past the pressure. Watts at the top of the key. That'll be called as a jump ball, but it'll stay here for Suns ball, and that should take us to the first media timeout of the half. And it will. Not a lot of stoppages so far here in the third quarter, but we finally do get one. Cambria Hotel of Greenville is the official hotel of your BJU Bruins. Located just off Woodruff Road, Cambria is a brand new hotel offering great amenities and a beautiful facility. Book your next stay online at choicehotels.com. That is choicehotels.com. Back from the media timeout. Suns have the ball under their basket. Stack play. Not finished again by Charnia Darby. Dickinson has led the Bruins in scoring this third quarter by a lot. Trying to get it to Katrina Tabora down low. She finally does get it. Skibo for three. It's good. Catherine Skibo with her second three of the day. She is, in fact, one of the top three-point shooters in the nation this year, along with Anna Lane Wilder. That shot is up and no good. Great box out by Katrina Tabora. Bria drives to her left. Blocked and out of bounds for the Bruins. Shea Dickinson now looking to check in. She'll come in for Anna Lane Wilder. And Ainsley Hutton will come in for Bria Dickinson. Andy Miller will inbound him with a 4 flat. They work it out to Tabora, the easy option. Annie Miller for 3. It's good. And the lead grows to 19. Great defense by Catherine Skibo. Can't quite finish with her left. The Bruins take a timeout. And since that's the first timeout called by a team in this half, it'll turn into a media timeout. Fans, check out the Bruins website for all the latest information on your BJU Bruins. There you'll be able to see results of games, feature stories on players and coaches, and so much more. That's at bjubruins.com. Back from the media timeout. Bruins are back on the floor, but Suns are getting a little extra coaching. They take their time getting back on the floor. The last 10 games, with the exception of the exhibition game against Southern Wesleyan University, the Bruins are 7-3 with 4 wins in a row. Their 3 losses coming from Welch College, Toccoa Falls, and PCC. All 3 of those losses are single-digit losses. In fact, 7 of the Bruins losses, 7 of the 11, I believe, are single-digit losses. This Bruins team can play with anybody in the nation. Toccoa Falls and PCC are both top 5 in women's basketball in the NCCAA. And no doubt the Bruins are still gaining momentum going into regionals here in a few weeks. Hannah Clark for 3. She finally misses that one. Another offensive rebound. 2 offensive rebounds in a row. And Nerly Metellus will find herself at the free throw line. Foul was caught on Shea Dickinson. That's her 2nd foul, team 3rd. All 3 fouls in this quarter so far have been caught on the Bruins. Bruins really haven't given the chance for the Suns to foul at all, knocking down so many threes and wide open layups. First free throw is no good. And the second one is also no good. Back iron, long rebound to Shea Dickinson. Miller works it up and cuts. Annie Miller to the basket. Gets the lead over 20. It's a good look by Katrina Tabora. Great assist. Hannah Clark may have gotten away with a travel, but she finds herself with a shot. And that one's in. Another 3 from Hannah Clark. It's her 5th of the day. Tabor can't quite get the handle of that one. And Trinity Thomas will check back in for the Suns with just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Top scorer for the Suns last time the Bruins played the Suns, Emery Nunez, was only kept to 4 points in the first half. I don't think she scored this half. Ball's put up by Nerlin Metellus. She's fouled and will find herself at the free throw line again. Called that one on Katrina Tabora. That's her second, team fourth. Let's see if Metellus can get some revenge at the line this time. Her first one is no good. Oh for 3 so far in this game. She looks to find and make her first. She doesn't. 0 for 2 from the line again. Sorry, I had to talk a little quiet there. The gym was silent during those free throws. I didn't want to be the reason. Miller looks for her best option. They work it inside to Tabora. Tabora backs down. On her right, she puts it in. Mismatch against Rachel Watts. Tabora took advantage and gets the lead to 20 points. Clark gets it to Metellus. She's trapped in the corner, but they get it away. Clark back on the other side. Hannah Clark is running everywhere on the court for the Suns. Nunez, 5 seconds on the shot clock. To Watts, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Works it in with her left. That was pretty. Great drive, great play at the end of the shot clock by Rachel Watts. Pass by Tabora into Miller was a little bit late. Picked off by Watts. She takes it herself, and that will be an offensive foul. Great defense by Annie Miller. And Watts seems to be hurt. I think she hit her face, hit her nose maybe. And she goes to the bench. Charnia Darby will check in. It's now 2 injured Suns. If Rachel Watts is out the rest of the game, they won't have any more subs because America Christopher is out in the first quarter. Tabora drives. Gets out to Ainsley Hutton. She drives baseline. Catherine Skibo for 3. No good, short. Almost gets her own rebound. A little too much of an aggressive play by Tabora earns her another foul. And the Suns will go to the line for bonus. It's Tabora's third. Hannah Clark will be at the line. This will be her first free throws of the day. She shoots free throws like 3-pointers. They shouldn't be a problem for her. She misses though. One unique thing about her shot is there's barely any spin in her shot. It's nearly a knuckleball every single time. That one had some spin and it goes straight in. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Bruins look for one last shot. Tabora gets at the top of the key. 6 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Shea Dickinson for 3. Short. Suns will have a second and a half for a heave to try to get this lead lower than 17. They'll roll it so the clock doesn't start. Annie Miller will add pressure. That's a half-court heave, way short. Bruins go into the fourth quarter with a 56-39 lead. See you back in just a couple seconds. Welcome back here to the start of the fourth quarter. Bruins have a commanding 17-point lead, and they start with the ball. It does appear today that Aiden Clark from Galax, Virginia, from the State Line Rush team, is on the bench for the Bruins visiting. Aiden Clark recently won the MVP of the Bruins Invitational Tournament just a week ago. Their team lost in the championship to the Greenville Hurricane team. Very talented team, but Aiden Clark did show out. Beth Clark now drives. Her pass, I thought was deflected, but apparently not. It goes out of bounds for the Suns. Bruins no doubt want another 30-point win, but if not, a win is definitely still a win. Great defense, lost the handle. Bruins ball. Shea works it in to Bria Dickinson. Trying to work it into Tabora again. That will be a foul. Called on Charnia Darby. Be her first foul, first team foul of the half. No fouls were called on them last quarter. Nunez goes to the bench. Good sight for the Suns. Watts is back on the floor after taking a shot to the face on a drive. Straight into Dickinson. Can't finish, but rebounded by Tabora. Bria Dickinson thought about a three and takes her time. Over to Beth Clark for three. Short. On a line, but just barely short. And the lead remains 17. Hannah Clark thought about working into Darby, but Tabora cut that off. Can't quite find a pass inside. They do then. But the mid-range shot by Metellus is no good. Bruins get the ball. Hannah Clark will foul Bria Dickinson. 2 fouls very quickly for the Suns here in the quarter. That's Hannah Clark's first foul of the game, so no worries about her being in foul trouble, as she is the top scorer for the Suns today. Absolute lights out shooting. Dickinson drives into Tabora, and it's good. Strong finish by Katrina Tabora. It's been a good senior day for her today too. That one's not quite finished by Darby. Dickinson goes up the floor. Finds Shea Dickinson on the wing. Finds Tabora down low. Bria Dickinson for three. It's good. Bria Dickinson, another three. And the Suns need a timeout. Again, you blink your eyes and the lead all of a sudden explodes, 61-39. That timeout will be turned into a media timeout. FCI Agency is an insurance broker that provides auto, home, life, and business insurance. You have enough choices to make, so make one that always gets you the best rate. Check them out online today at fcisc.com. That is fcisc.com. We're back from the media timeout. The Bruins look to be in a great position to find their 5th straight win, again with the exception of the exhibition game against Southern Wesleyan. Still a good game for the Bruins as they played a really tough opponent at a much higher level. Catherine Skibo, Bria Dickinson, and Julia Weigel all scored double digits in that game. Drive by Nunez, pass is intercepted by Bria Dickinson. To her left, Katrina Tabor by the free throw line. Shay Dickinson drives to her right, and is fouled. Will go to the line. Checking in for the Bruins, Julia Weigel and Anna Lane Wilder. Catherine Skibo and Beth Clark will go to the bench. Shay Dickinson can't quite connect on the first. She has 76 free throw. She has a 76 free throw percentage. She can't quite find either of them. Anna Clark gets it to Darby. Goes all the way around, can't quite get a shot. Anna Clark for 3. And it's banked in. The bank is open for her. Even when she has an off-target shot, it still goes in. Hannah Clark can barely miss today. Tabora backs down, tries to step through. Gets it out to Dickinson, but right back into Tabora. She wants it. And she's going to be called for a traveling violation. Caitlin Dickerson checking back in for the Bruins. In for Bria Dickinson. And Metellus will be back in for Darby for the Suns. 6.5 minutes to go, 19-point lead for the Bruins. Fourth quarter is usually the highest scoring quarter for the Bruins, but it seems to be that shot is long by Nunez. Seems about the third quarter will be the highest scoring today. Good fake and shot, but no good. Another rebound, but no good for Metellus. Suns have a lot of offensive rebounds today, but can't quite finish at the rim. Have had a hard time doing it all day. Anna Lane Wilder for 3, short. Watts looking for her best option. Works it around, all the way around to Metellus. Back up to Watts at the top of the key. Nunez drives in. Out to Clark. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Watts with a 3 with Julie Weigel here in her face. She tips it. That'll be a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Bruins. Andy Miller coming back into the game for Shay Dickinson. After an illustrious 5-year career, this will be Shay Dickinson's last home game since the Bruins finished the season with 3 straight away games. Andy Miller, head fake and drive, gets fouled on the drive. Seems to be okay, is getting picked up by Rachel Watts. Good sportsmanship right there. Bruins finished their regular season before regionals at Warren Wilson on February 6th, at PCC February 10th, and at Toccoa Falls. Coached a few days after that. Anna Lane Wilder for 3. Rattles out and poked out by Katrina Tabora. All 3 of those games should be close. They beat Warren Wilson last time. They played them 73-60. And then PCC and Toccoa Falls were 2 of their last single-digit losses. PCC, that shot is no good for Clark. She finally misses. PCC, they lost by 8. And Toccoa Falls, they lost by 6. Caitlin Dickerson has all the time in the world, but doesn't decide to shoot it. Julia Weigel for 3. It's good! Julia Weigel joins the party and gets on the board. Lead is now 22. Worked in to Metellus. Up and no good. Another rebound by Tabora. Good crossover by Miller. Drive by Weigel. And the pass to Tabora, she's fouled on. So it'll be the Bruins ball out of bounds. That's Nerlin Metellus' second foul of the day. That's the team fifth, so Katrina Tabora will go to the line for bonus to look to extend this Bruins lead with just under 4 to go. Her first is good. Katrina Tabora shoots just at 50% from the free throw line. And she shoots 50% there, and that's rebounded by Metellus. Beth Clark and Hallie Ritter look to check back in. Rachel Watts for three. It's good. I feel like she's been looking for that shot all day long. Hasn't quite gotten an open shot yet because of the Bruins' great defense. Annie Miller wants to join the party. And she does! Annie Miller! Back and forth, three-pointers by both teams. Bruins still lead by 23. Trinity Thomas works to Nunez. She wants a three, and she hits! Now, I understand the three-point contest in the NBA is coming up very shortly, but we might have some late people coming in. That timeout is called right before Julia Weigel's three-pointer. Looks to be just a substitute timeout. It'll turn into a full timeout. Coach Levere looks to get all five Bruins seniors on the floor at the same time to close out this game. Probably trying to give each one a curtain call. They all deserve after all their hard work over the years for the Bruins. With a 20-point lead, we'll be back in just a few seconds. Back from the timeout, all the seniors are on the floor. Beth Clark, Katrina Tabora, Hallie Ritter, Shay Dickinson, and Catherine Skibo. Probably to finish out this game. Ritter looks to drive down, but hooks. And that'll be a foul called on her, Suns ball. That's her third foul of the day. Hooked around her defender a little bit too much in an attempt to get a look at the basket. Clark to her left, gets cut off. Great look by Thomas, but Metellus can't finish. Nunez for three. That's her second straight three. Valmarie Nunez getting hot late. Skibo to Tabora. Tabora, fake and drive. Can't quite get that one to go. That ball's out of bounds for the Bruins. Just over 2 minutes to go. Beth Clark will inbound it. box play for the Bruins. Dickinson turns around and receives it. Skibo for three. No good. Front iron. Suns ball. Nunez looks to carry it up. Great defense. Ball tipped out by Catherine Skibo. No look pass. And Metellus can't finish. A little over aggression by Trinity Thomas earns her a foul and earns Hallie Ritter a trip to the free throw line for bonus. Hallie Ritter's first is good. Hallie Ritter just under a 60% free throw shooter. Her second one is also good. From Robbins, North Carolina, she's a singer-songwriter as well as a basketball player. Very talented person. Bruins have been privileged to have her on the team for the last 3 years. She's had a great senior day here today. Clark for three. No good. Rebound by Ritter. Gets it to Shea Dickinson, who goes up the floor. She drives into the lane. Can't quite finish. And Nunez looks to push up the floor. The team can't quite get an open shot. Switch all the way to Nunez. Step back three. No good. Rebound by Dickinson. Just under a minute to go here on senior day. Bruins have a 70-51 lead. Shea Dickinson for three. No good. Katrina Tabora is fouled on that rebound attempt. That's all her turn to go to the line for bonus. Last time went 1 for 2. And she makes her first. Katrina Tabora from Hollywood, Florida. She makes her second. Going back home after graduating with her associates in early childhood education. Her athleticism has proved her to be a great player for the Bruins the past couple of years. And we're not going to miss her here. That's a three from Clark. Off the side of the backboard. Offensive rebounded by Thomas. Offensive rebounded by Metellus, but still can't get anything to go. That'll be called a jump ball, and it'll stay down on the Sun side of the floor. 32 seconds left in the game. Bruins will probably look to just dribble it out after this possession. That's a three from Watts, and good. Bruins lead 18. Watts looks to be aggressive, but Bess Clark will look to dribble this one out. Watts is still aggressive, and now she's giving up. Great show on senior day from the BJU Bruins. They get their 5th straight win with a 72-54 win over Johnson University. Thank you for joining us today. I encourage you to come back in about 20 minutes for the start of the men's game. And if not, I'm Trent Goldsmith saying so long. Have a great weekend, everybody, and go Bruins.